Is Armored Core like Dark Souls? What you should expect. A mysterious new substance, called coral, was discovered on the remote planet, Rubicon 3. As an energy source, this substance was expected to dramatically advance humanity's technological and communications capabilities. Instead, it caused a catastrophe that engulfed the planet and the surrounding stars in flames and storms, forming a burning star system. Almost half a century later, coral has resurfaced on Rubicon 3, a planet now contaminated and sealed off by the catastrophe. Extra-terrestrial corporations and resistance groups fight over control of the substance. The player infiltrates Rubicon as an independent mercenary and finds themselves in a struggle over the substance with the corporations and other factions. Features. Per the game's Steam page, supported languages are as follows. Interface and subtitles: English, French, Italian, German, Spanish, Spain, Japanese, Korean, Polish, Portuguese, Brazil, Russian, Simplified Chinese, Spanish, Latin America, Traditional Chinese. Full audio: English, Japanese. Gameplay. Like previous titles, there will be an emphasis on player mecha customizability, allowing high levels of player freedom and high-speed combat. Combat itself takes place through a mission-based structure, focuses on tough and intense mecha battles, and will feature dynamic and intense boss battles that only the mecha genre can offer. Enemies will be aggressive and violent, and the game is designed expecting player playstyle to be that as well. Offline content includes a single-player-only story mode, whereas an online arena will be implemented for PvP. The gameplay loop is described by the game's director Masaru Yamamura as such. The general game cycle is to clear missions, and you earn money and use money to buy more expensive weapons and parts for your mech. And also within that, you are tuning these parts and you're tuning the weapons and tuning your mech to suit your playstyle. Changing parameters, changing the performance of various parts to suit the way you want to approach each mission in each battle. The game's combat speed has been described as being between the Armored Core 3 era and the Armored Core V era. In terms of new mechanics, a posture system encouraging aggressive, action-oriented fighting, later called stagger, has been implemented wherein continuous attacks against even the strongest enemies can break their posture and inflict a critical hit. There will also be an option for limited AP recovery during missions. Returning mechanics include an assault armor equivalent. Besides combat, player emblems will also be exchangeable online with other players. Development. According to producer Yasunori Ogura, the game was first considered around 2017, then began development in 2018. Hidetaka Miyazaki and others served as initial directors when the project was in early prototyping, then Masaru Yamamura became director once a clearer vision for the game was reached. It took a decade to start producing another Armored Core since Armored Core Verdict Day, because From Software did not have the resources at the time to create one between all its concurrent projects. It was officially announced at the Game Awards 2022, December 9, 2022, through a reveal trailer followed by numerous related press content and an IGN interview with Miyazaki and Yamamura. On February 2023, the Taipei Game Show 2023 had an interview with Ogura wherein plans for offline content, online arenas, and emblem making were detailed. On March 2023, product pages on GameStop and Best Buy indicated that the game would retail for $59.99. The first gameplay trailer was released across social media in both English and Japanese on April 27, 2023. In addition to gameplay, also revealed were tidbits of the story, the global release date, August 25, 2023, and purchase options. Coinciding with this were several interviews expounding on the game's systems such as Stagger and Assault Boost. Armored Core 6 is set on a distant planet, Rubicon 3. There, humanity found a new energy source which could dramatically increase its technological capabilities. However, this substance instead caused a cataclysmic event, engulfing the entire star system in flames. After its rediscovery a half-century later, humanity once again attempts to gain control over this mysterious resource. The player controls an independent mercenary piloting one of the titular armored cores, taking on jobs from extraterrestrial megacorporations and opposing resistance groups. Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon mecha-based vehicular combat game in which players pilot mechs called armored cores, which can be customized using parts to upgrade and fine-tune their power. Players have 4 weapon slots, 1 in each arm and 2 equipped on the mech's back. The game's movement speed is somewhere between Armored Core 3 and Armored Core V. The arena, a feature from the previous games, returns in the form of a combat aptitude evaluation program. Players are rewarded with credits upon completing missions, with subtractions and detriments to the compensation that they receive and to their reward depending on completed objectives. The game does not include the debt system from the first game, which sees players losing money upon failure, and players are able to repeatedly attempt missions. In September 2016, From Software president Hidetaka Miyazaki mentioned that a new entry in the Armored Core series was in early development. In January 2022, the development of a potential new installment of the Armored Core series was leaked due to a focus test. The game was formally announced at the Game Awards 2022 in December. Armored Core 6 is being directed by Masaru Yamamura, his debut in the role after being a lead game designer on Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. He took over from Miyazaki, who led development initially. Yasunori Ogura will serve as the game's producer. According to Ogura, many From Software staff members, including himself and Miyazaki, wanted to develop a new entry in the series, but had to wait in order to properly allocate resources into the project. In 2018, the game entered prototyping, with Yamamura taking over as director once the gameplay was set in stone. Armored Core 6 is scheduled to be released for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X/S on August 25, 2023. Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon is an upcoming 2023 mecha-based vehicular combat game developed by From Software and published by Bandai Namco Entertainment. The first entry in the Armored Core series since Armored Core: Verdict Day, 2013, it is scheduled to be released for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X/S on August 25.